What do you do when your trailer's winterized, you want to go camping, and you want to use the bathroom?
I'm Chris.
And I'm Kevin.
Let's face it, what's one thing that we love about our RVs?
Camping.
The bathroom. And being able to use that bathroom without having to use the public bathroom.
And when you winterize your RV, you put all the antifreeze in there, and now you can't use it. Well, you can, but you got to go re-winterize it again. And for us, when we go camping, we take our trailer out when it's snowing. And so if you put water back in all your lines again, well, when you get home, you got to take it all back out, or your lines will freeze up and then you got a problem. So you're back to that. So we put antifreeze in the system, all the lines, the sink, the toilet, the shower, the bathroom sink, the outside shower, and the lower drain valves. So we do all that and get it ready to go. Now it's winterized. It doesn't mean we have to stop camping though.
So let's see what we came up with in order to still use our bathroom.
Before we started RVing, we did 20 years of Jeep and tent camping, but there's still a skill set we can bring from that environment that we used to do to the RV and still enjoy camping. So we're going to show you the Doodie Bag if you've never heard of or seen a Doodie Bag. This here is the Doodie Bag. It's a Mylar outer bag with a Ziploc top, right, to seal all the business inside. And inside here is a thinner bag, like a trash bag. And inside is some powder to absorb. It's an absorbing material to absorb the business again.
And how you use these on a typical toilet is you take this bag, the inner bag, out. So you want to put that in, put it around your toilet, close your toilet lid, go to the bathroom. And that will, whatever is in there will solidify. These cost anywhere from $2 to $3 a bag. So we came up with a cheaper
solution.
We came up with a cheaper way to do this without being so expensive.
Yeah.
And this is what we came up with. Poo Powder. Now I know that sounds kind of funky, but you know, it does the job, solidifies waste.
So we're going to show you the alternative that we came up with, but if you've never been camping before or experienced outdoor little pop-up tents that you can put up and you use the bathroom, this is typically the kind of toilet that you would use. But we're not going to use that. We want to be able to use the RV the way it's designed and have an alternative. All right, well, when this journey, and it was a journey, got started to figure out how we can come up with a solution, be as cheap as possible, but be as effective as possible. The first thing we came up with was these little 4-gallon bags. They have nice, smell protectors on there. Lavender scent, I think, something like that. They were great, they were cheap. Well, while that was okay, it was pretty specific and you had to watch how you handled everything. And, you know, the less you got to deal with this, the better. We abandoned this process and upgraded.
We went to the bigger bags. We went from a 4-gallon bag to a 8-gallon bag. And that helped us in a couple ways. Number one, we don't have to have the insert in the toilet. This bag will go right over the current toilet seat. And it will also, you can also use it on a can like this and put a toilet cover on the can.
What we found is these bags, which you can get at Walmart or whatever, they're the thickness that you want. If it's too thin, you know, you need that protection. And if you got a double bag, well, that's also extra work, extra cost. So these bags are, we'll put a link in the description below for all this stuff. And by the way, if you're getting enjoyment or entertainment out of this video, man, smash that like button. We appreciate it and it supports the channel. So these bags here are 8-gallon, because we had 4-gallon that we were doing before, and these are 0.69 mil. So there's a reading on every trash bag. So if you have bags at your house or garage or in your RV, go out and take a look and see how thick they are. The thicker they are, the higher the number of mil that it will be, the thickness of the plastic material.
So we found the toilet seat cover at Walmart as well. I'm sure there's other places you can get it, but it's just a basic camping toilet seat cover, and it fits over the bucket.
And this is standard. This is your standard Home Depot bucket, right? That I think they're like $5 or $6. This is your Ozark Trail, this particular brand. These are nothing sponsored here, by the way. These are just products we found that are off the shelf, so anybody can do this and get started with making something that's useful. This isn't just for an RV. If you're into preparedness at all, this kind of setup is awesome at your house. We happen to live in an earthquake-prone environment, and if something were to happen and our plumbing got broke, we would have no way to use the restroom. We may not even have water. The sewer systems may be plugged up. We may actually have to plug all of our sewer drains down in our house to keep that nasty stuff from backing up if there was such a problem. So this isn't just for your RV. It has applications for everybody.
If you are using the bucket, I think the best option would be, like we did here, we put one bag in already and just kind of put a bungee cord around to keep that one in. This bag is going to stay in there all the time. That's in case you do get a leak or something in the individual bags that you're using. You always have a backup without having to clean your bucket every time. So then what you would do is you would just take your bag, put it inside, wrap it around, put your toilet seat cover over the top.
Which fits very nice actually on top of here. It's more solid than you would think.
And then you're going to add 1 scoop of poo powder. 1 scoop will do 21 ounces of material, waste or urine or whatever. So you're going to put the one, before you even start to go to the bathroom, put that in there. Do your thing. Go to the bathroom, and then what is in there will solidify. And in order to show you this, watch what it does.
I've pre-measured out 21 ounces of water, and we're going to put some poo powder in here, one of its default 1 scoop like they recommend. We're going to pour the water in and watch how it does its thing. 1 level scoop. All right. Just spreading it around. Okay, here we go. You may need to get a close-up of this one. But I don't know if you can see that in there, but that stuff is absorbing and rising to the top. That's wicked crazy. You see that? Oh my gosh. Well, I don't know if you can see that. This is amazing. Okay, it hasn't even been a minute. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can tip this. Look at that. This thing is all done, it's dry. Well, it's not dry, but it's absorbed, and there is nothing in here. That thing is, if this was the real McCoy, I would not be sticking my hand in it. But there you go. This is amazing stuff. I'll put links in the description below. It's not a sponsored video, but we thought you should know.
Let it solidify. Take that bag out, put it in another bucket that we're just going to use for all our waste that we're going to accumulate. That way when we get to a dump somewhere where we can dump it, we don't have to clean that nasty bucket. We just have these individual bags that we dump into the garbage and we're good to go.
Absolutely. Let me show you that. Chris brought up a good point. Let me have you have that for a second. So we have another Home Depot bucket. And by the way, if you're an RVer and you're watching this, you know that every bit of space in your RV matters, and you try to have everything being multi-purpose. Well, the advantage of having 2 of these buckets is they will slide inside each other, which is great. So now you've got a way to keep them separate, do the use that you need, but when they're not in service, you can put them somewhere and have it that way. So this is what we came up with. They're like for dog food and grains and things like that. There's twist-on lids, and you may or may not have seen these or know about them. So you unscrew your lid, and your waste from here gets to go in after you wind it up or double bag it or whatever you want, put it in here, and now that thing is secure, and you can shut your lid, and you shouldn't have a spill that's going to come out. And that's important. You may even want to put cat litter or something in here, right? Just to make that better. So now you have a secure way you can transport this thing, because you might be at some sort of campground or maybe in your backyard or whatever, but you need a way to deal with this. You just don't want that stuff laying around. That's just not a good thing to have.
And we'll go to the RV and actually show you how the 2 ways that we've used it in the RV.
Continue to keep watching, and again, if you like this video so far, boy, give us a thumbs up. And if you have some ideas of your own that you've tried in your RV or out camping or in a preparedness environment like this, share that down below. We'd love to hear your stories and ideas that you've come up with.
When we first started this idea, we used the 4-gallon bags. Okay, that better plan is the 8-gallon bag. So on this one, what you're going to do is you're just going to put your bag inside your toilet seat. You're going to wrap the top of this just up and around like that. This will stay in there just like that. Add your scoop of poo powder and do your thing. Once you're all done, you're just basically going to take this back off from around here, seal it, tie it, dispose of it.
The average person goes to the bathroom 6 to 7 times in a 24-hour period. After a night's sleep, the average person has to urinate about 1 to 2 cups of fluid. During the day, obviously depending on how much you drink, 6 to 10 ounces each time you go. So that gives you an idea. And 1 scoop of this poo powder handles 21 ounces. That's
21
a lot.
ounces. So say each person in your family of 4 goes 4 times a day, you're using 16 bags. And if you are using something like the Doodie Bag or one of the other bags that are on the market, that could be $48 a day just to have your family go to the bathroom. The other way, comes out much cheaper. By the time you get your poo powder, the time you get your bags, that's really all you need, a couple buckets. Most people have these hanging around. But that brings your cost down to more like maybe $12 a day if you are going 4 times a day with 4 family members. So you can see that's a pretty significant difference. You're talking about 75% cheaper.
But that's a lot of people. That's 4 people, right? That's a family
4
of
people.
4. Yeah.
So if you cut that down, if you're just a couple traveling around in your RV, obviously you're going to cut that in half. And that's, then you're only looking at $6 a day, so.
And that's not too bad. And again, this is an emergency, right? This is talking about we need to do this in an emergency. We're trying to get through something. Maybe the plumbing broke in your RV. Maybe the plumbing is broken in your home. Or maybe you're just camping, right? And you need a way to do that. This is just a cost-effective way to safely handle this biohazard that it is and get through it. So we're hoping that this solution may be of value to you.
Yeah, even in the summertime, spring, summer camping, we still have the poo powder in there and the bags in there just as a backup because you don't know what's going to happen.
We did think of something else. If you've got friends or family staying over with you and you've got Chris's setup here that you put a bag in your RV and you've got the trailer set up and you've got friends or you're at a campground with or other people and they're not prepared and they need to use the bathroom too. You're sharing with your neighbors and you're helping out your community. You're going to put a bucket like this together, bag and ready to go. You got your lid.
And say, have at it.
Voila. Now, it happens. Let's say this gets messed up for whatever reason. You can just tell that person that's responsible, they can just take this with them, clean it up, and bring it back. That's the price of admission for that one. So anyway, there you go. I guess they could wear a jacket or something if they wanted some privacy, but that's what we have to offer you for today.
That's it. I think we're done with the poo.
That's right. Thanks for watching this video. We sure appreciate it. We have more exciting videos coming up, travel places that we've been in our travel trailer and jeeping. We've got repair videos and fix-it upgrades that we've done that we plan on doing and things like that. So thanks for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, click that subscribe button, ring that bell, and get notified every time we make a new video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
To bark, bark,
Listen to all the dogs bark.
Yeah. And there's that wind. On cue.
Without having to use the public toilets.
Good point.